Well, 70,000 descended upon Orchard Park today. Bills Mafia could also be found across the 607. And for another postseason, Factory by Beer Tree Brew in Johnson City was a packed house for Super Wildcard Weekend.
It's like having all your best friends in your living room watching the game with you, with a DJ playing music in the background. We got train horns going on third down. It's just a great, cool place to be.
Factory by Beer Tree Brew was officially taken over by the Bills backers in 2023. Since then, Bills fans in the Southern Tier have made their way to Oakdale Commons every Sunday to support their team.
You come here because it's your community. You just come here because the people here are loving, accepting, and full of energy. And they have a whole statue of Josh Allen. I mean, come on. That's every week it comes in here.
And to help support their community.
So this year we wanted to not only be a Bills bar and drink beer and watch football, but we wanted to give back to the community in other areas of the country. So about every month we've done a big fundraiser, from raising money to the Asheville, North Carolina Bills backer group after the hurricane. We were able to raise over $3,000 to send to the Bills group down there.
This year's playoff party included special team-themed drinks and multiple meal deals like buffalo chicken tater kegs. The Bills backers in the Binghamton area tell 12 News the food, fun, and family that is watching their team at the factory is hard to top. But nothing would mean more to Bills Mafia than a Super Bowl win.
Probably the best thing since getting married and having a son.
Oh, it'd be everything.